Welcome to Positive Outcomes, where leaders turn hard-won experience into income, impact, and freedom.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Positive Outcomes. This is a place where professionals and leaders and entrepreneurs, they come here so we can have a discussion with the whole goal to generate income, impact, and freedom. And today we are going to have another amazing show. I have Dr. Jill here. We are ready to have a great conversation. But before we get started, I want to get Dr. Jill to go ahead and introduce herself.
Thank you very much, Dr. Darwin and the team for inviting me to this wonderful podcast named as Positive Outcomes. And thank you very much for inviting me right now. So introducing myself, I'm Dr. Jill Shukla and I'm a doctorate in pharmacy. And right now I am working and serving myself as a founder and director of my own company that is named as Volonium Pharma. And I have a manufacturing unit that is in Gujarat, India. Okay, so we have a huge team serving for Volonium Pharma, and I'm the sole owner of Volonium Pharma at New York as well, India too. And um, I developed the things from my bootstrap and mainly focusing on to my research. I started my journey for Volonium Pharma. So just discussing about it, I would like to say that, I completed my doctorate as a very young scientist. And then I had a great crunch that I want to do something so different. Such I never wanted to be a doctor, but I always wanted to work for the medicines. That's a dream come of mine throughout my lifetime. And I can say since my childhood. So the same dream I followed completely throughout my career. I did my graduation, my master's. So from that, I followed my passion. I completed my doctorate over here and I became, one of the very well famed person as a scientist and working on my lipid-based technologies. So my specialization is dealing with the lipid-based technologies, the most technology that is needed to fulfill the unmet needs of the medicines right now in the world, because we all are familiar that more than 90% of the drugs right now available in the world that are water insoluble. So each and everyone is, just running after developing the lipid-based formulations completely. Even I do follow the same passion and I started working on the lipid-based technologies. And the greatest breakthrough research of mine that I followed was developing a cardiac tablet that is the rarest around the world. I work on the molecule and I enhance the viability from 15% to 132%. The greatest breakthrough, and it is going to be the first tablet in the whole world with the same technology. Yes, and it gives the result that is just within 8%. So I'm sure that the patient with the high blood pressure and the cardiac arrest, I'm sure and I wish that they don't need to rush to the hospitals, and I touch wood that, they get cured with the single tablet. So that is the greatest breakthrough of my life, the greatest research I did. And thereby I was named among the top scientists of the world working on the lipid-based technologies. This is a great story that followed my passion to come into the business. I'm like yes. So I'm say that I don't say that I'm a businesswoman, but I can say that I'm an entrepreneurial scientist right now working on the various formulations. And just I wish to do something great for the mankind, and just want to do something good for the world actually. So here my journey started, and after completing my doctorate, I started with my first venture that was named as Vibgyor Pharma. That was the first venture of mine. It went on for 2 to 3 years, but later on, I wanted to change the name. So I'm very much passionate about the name of the product, name of the company, and even I know a lot of languages. Especially, I'm quite attracted to Italian and German too. I can say yes. So I just combined the words and I named my company as Volonium. That is, we work very hard to do something great. That is the meaning of Volonium. That is Volo and Nium. So thereby I named my company. And even I'm very passionate about, writing the literatures too. So I give the catchphrase of my company. And, I do believe in innovation. I'm an innovative person. So, I just gave this catchphrase to my company. Simultaneous right now, I'm working as an editorial board member for the Cambridge University, UK too. And yes, I have many books of mine that has been out for life science groups, like various subjects like biotechnology, microbiology, general life science group, pharmacy. And there are a lot of authors from around the world that are attached with me, and they are just waiting to have their name in my book. So that is also a great achievement to me, actually. So I'm a writer too. So that is also a passion. Innumerable research papers, and I have more than 5 lakh citations of my research papers around the world. So I have a lot of followers that I lakhs and lakhs around the world for my researches. So that's why I said that I'm an entrepreneurial scientist. I converted my research to the market ready solutions. Because, nowadays what happens that whatever traditional medicines are available, maybe they are effective. But since COVID, we all are
Well, I
facing the
think
same
the
scenario. Yes. And we all are facing the same scenario. And we come to know that now there is a need for some of the breakthrough in any area of disease, right? Any of area of the disease, there is a need of a lot of variations, lot of innovations. Now the traditional medicines won't work out. So there is a need of innovative medicines. We need to change our mindset. Plus, the world is facing a lot of issues like pollutions and so many things. And there is a change in the world environment. So sustainability is also the most important part on that we need to work right now. So from that, I developed most of my products. So right now,
wow.
currently, we have more than 300 products of our own. More than 300
Whoa.
products. Yes. And most of the products are the trademark products ranging from antiviral medicines to anti-arthritis, cardiac medicines to some of the general multivitamin medicines. We work on a lot of areas. So we have developed such kind of convenient medicines that, the patient could take it very easily. For example, we developed, we thought a concept that if suppose a patient needs some of the calcium needs, right? We developed the simple sachet. Anyone can carry with you in your handbag. You can take it any day, anytime. You are not bad. You take it, after the food, after lunch, after dinner, this time, that
Oh my
time. No,
God.
we don't want to keep any of the barriers. The most important thing is right now, each and everyone around the world is very much worried about their health, facing about like, I don't want to have salt, I don't want to have sugar, I'm diabetic, I'm having a high blood pressure. So we
Right.
develop
Right.
each and every medicines that are completely sugar free. And any of the adult above 12 years is completely safe enough to have any of our medicines. And touch wood, I can guarantee those things from my side. I can assure that yes, you can take it. So this is a great concept that we developing a completely, sugar-free medicines using no
Oh
sugar.
wow.
Even though you find the very nice flavors using some of the natural flavors for the nutraceutical medicines also. So, we develop a different concept that if you are having an antiviral medicine, oh my God, you will not at all feel that you're having antiviral medicine. You will feel it's like, okay, you are taking something so simple. You are taking some of, just some nutrient thing, but yes, you are taking an antiviral medicine. This is a very completely different concept I developed. Even I developed those medicines, the hyper disease medicines, also in such packing that, you can take it anytime, right? It's so convenient for the patient to have it. Okay, then anyone is ready to take the medicines, right?
Oh my
So apart
God. That
from yes, so I simply want to change the concept of medicines that they are not boring, they are not tasteless, they are not bitter, they are not choking your throat. Yes, you need to think. If I had to think while developing a medicine, then first and the foremost, what I will do, I will think that if I'm a patient, then is it sure that I'm going to have this kind of medicine? No, I won't like it. Okay, then forget it. Let's change the concept that what I'm going to like, definitely other persons are also going to like, right? So what I'm thinking
wow.
is think about the well-being of the people and change their mindset about the medicines. That is the only thing that we can do right now, because
Right.
nowadays after COVID, everyone is quite afraid of taking medicines.
Right.
Yes, of course,
Exactly.
everyone is, yes, because we are affected by a lot of microbes around us,
Hmm.
right? And we don't even have the perfect solution for them. And we are quite familiar with that. And we have to accept that, because now, since for a long time, we are not having great antibiotics, we are not having great medicines. We can't rely on steroids because they are destroying the person's body. And there are so many
Right.
things. So now, I guess these are the only way that, we could make the people think that, okay, it's quite acceptable. And yes, this is the only thing.
Wow,
So
Dr.
I
Jill,
thought
your
about it. Yes.
introduction is just blowing my mind, right? And I cannot wait for us to get deeper.
Yes, sure.
the things that you have done from even being a manufacturer as a pharmacist, as a pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutics was one of my most difficult subjects when I was in pharmacy school. As you know, I'm a doctor of
Yes.
pharmacy.
Yes.
That's why I'm nodding. I almost entered the screen, nodding my head because you were
Okay.
hitting it. And working at hospitals, working at John Hopkins, you just discussed formulations. We had patients that would come in. They will not like a drug because of the color or because of the taste or because of the way the devices and all that stuff. And in your introduction, I wrote a whole page because I kept like writing. So I don't know how we can have this conversation. And to be honest with you, it's not because you're on my podcast. I've seen that what you were doing is what the world needs at this time.
Yes.
Okay. Because I feel like, because I did internship at the FDA, I feel like it's different because you're specific, you're unique, and you're intentional. All right. So I am so super excited, and I'm sure the audience are going to be so amazing. I'm going to send this to everybody so we can all learn and we can all grow. So let's start by taking me to your background, right?
Sure.
You said you have a firm in New York and a firm in India, right? How do you manage those two? Are they like making the drugs there and doing everything there? How are you able to split yourself between both of them?
Okay, so I'm the only daughter of my parents. I tell you, I'm the only daughter of my parents. So, and I'm not even married right now. Yes,
Wow.
yes, so still searching for the perfect guy. So,
It's coming.
yes, of course. Right. So half of the time I'm at India when it is needed over here, and when I'm needed over there at the R&D, I'm at US. So I do manage between the two countries. Plus, there is a lot of traveling at various
Yes.
countries for the business exhibits, and also, we have a huge team with us. So for the manufacturing, we have a staff that is of almost more than 150 or to 175 staff we have for manufacturing, and there are 32 R&D scientists working under me for my team. We have one another team that is for the regulatories. We have a legal team too to work on the FDAs or the regulatories when we want to export our medicines to various parts of the world. So what I used to do is I just have to coordinate with the watch to each and every part of the world. So whenever I'm needed, any day, anytime, then I just do work in the same way. So it's tough to manage, but I do manage in the same way. Plus my parents are very, very supportive. They, when there is a great need over here at India, they used to stay over India and manage the manufacturing unit, and I stay at US when they are needed over there. They do come with me, and when we're families together, we enjoy a lot. So this is a way we
That's
manage. It's
amazing.
quite
So let's talk about your background, right? Because this is unique and you're the sole owner, which is very impressive. So let's talk about maybe your 5-year-old, 7-year-old self. Did you ever invest, maybe 13, when you were growing up, what were you thinking? Did you ever think about the fact that you'll be where you are right now? Like that little to Jill growing up, what were you seeing yourself? Because you mentioned something about a dream that you
yes.
had. Is this something that you've always had, and how did you cultivate that? The reason I'm asking is because we might have somebody that's listening to us right now that is cultivating something, and maybe your story will help them know that it is possible.
Yes, that's true. So, it is like I always wanted to be a doctor. To be very honest, I always wanted to be a doctor. That was the only thing in my mind, that I want to be a doctor. That's fine. But, I never wanted to be a surgeon because I don't know, there is something. Yes, that's true enough. I tell it very honestly because, there is a kind of, things in my mind that, I can't be a surgeon, but still I want to be a doctor because I love medicines and developing the medicines. So, it was a thought that came in my mind. And my parents said that, okay, you want to be a doctor, but not a surgeon, then go to pharmacy. That is going to be the rocking thing that you could do in your my life, right? And there I started following these things. And oh my God, I love developing medicines and developing the formulations. I can't imagine I develop innumerable kind of formulations. Ranging from throughout my career, ranging from transdermal medicines to sublingual medicines, any kind of tablet, any kind of capsules, films. I developed everything throughout my career. So that was a passion. But literally when I was in my master's, then I come to know that the greatest thing that I want to follow as my passion for the developing medicines is lipid-based technologies. I don't know what is there in it, but I started with this making of emulsions. Then I started with self microemulsifying system. It was very much newer system. Just there was China majorly working on that, right? They were having the great breakthrough. And I found out that throughout the world, there are no formulations in the world and that are being developed by the self-microemulsifying systems, and it's greatly effective without any of the side effect. You can easily develop it, right? So, I just thought about it, and then I started developing this formulations from the base. Firstly, it was liquid, then converted to the powder. Even the excipients are not available easily, and at that time, it was not at all easy. Then I took the same subject in my doctorate also, and I developed the great cardiac medicines throughout my doctorate. And
Wow,
I
that
still
is
work further.
amazing. Yes.
And now it's, yes, now it's registered within the government. It has no side effect. The toxicology is clear. The human studies are clear. Everything is simply perfect. I mean, this is the way that I didn't want it to be a doctor, but yes, I am a doctor.
Yeah, fulfill
And
your dream. So
yes, I didn't want it to be a cardiologist. I developed the cardiac medicine. So this is the way I followed my dream, and I'm doing something so great right now by developing all the medicines.
amazing, guys. So this is just to go to someone out there that has a dream. She followed
Yes.
her dream. She did it. She did a doctorate. She did her research. So following a dream also takes action, right? As you're having that intention of being this person or doing this thing in life, you have to act on it. She studied, she did her research, she followed through, and she did a need assessment. Now, let's talk about the lipid-based formulations, right? How is that a need and how is that, what is the competitive urge? For example, Merck Pharmaceutical, is that the same kind of manufacturing that you're doing? And if it is, what differentiates you from a bigger manufacturer like that?
So, this technology it needs lot of efforts, firstly, to develop as an R&D, because, it's not easy to develop because it is temperature sensitive. Okay. Plus, the drug has to be compatible with the excipients. You need to make the correct combination. That is the most toughest part, that you have to develop a liquid. If you want to take it to make a tablet, then it is the toughest one to select the technology by which you will develop a tablet, because if it is not a simple technology that can be followed, then it will not be a cost effective medicine. It will be something very costly that the people cannot afford, and we want to be a patient centric people and develop the affordable medicines too, right? Because everyone is not able to achieve those things. So that's why selecting the correct technology is the most important thing. Then only it will be an affordable medicine, and then you can say that okay, you can launch your research to the market. Otherwise, it cannot be a market ready solution. So this is the biggest challenge. Plus the equipments, the machinery. It is also not quite very easily available. Making a normal tablet and developing a lipid-based tablet is something completely different. It's very, very different. Plus the staff you need, the procedures they need to follow. They also has to have the great training for that. Otherwise, it is not something so simple that usually the production houses, they have the normal laborers. The normal laborers cannot work in this way. You need to train them to something, very, very accuracy. Then only you can develop it. So this is the thing. Otherwise, the formulation will be a complete failure. You will have to recall the formulation and you will be completely lost taking out from the market.
Right.
So this is the
Amazing.
thing.
So how many of those formulations do you have out in the world right now?
So for lipid-based technology, we have the cardiac tablet right now. And the
Mhm.
rest we are working right now for some of the transdermal formulations we are working.
So your manufacturing company in New York, how many products do you have there?
So in New York, we have R&D right now. So we
Okay.
have more than 50 to 60 formulations that are available with the US FDA market. Most of them are nutraceuticals because, we initiated our manufacturing unit literally. Initially, it was just an R&D. Never thought to have a manufacturing unit, to be very honest. But literally, since started with the projects and started working with a lot of the people around the world, then thought that why not to have our own manufacturing unit, and it's quite easily possible for me. Then started with the manufacturing units. So after that, developed this many products. But yes, in US, we have more than 50 to 60 product registered that's available with New York and Mexico right now. And the rest of the medicines are available over India, everywhere. We are exporting to Africa, Dubai, Middle East. We are exporting all our medicines to this part of the world too. And still, we are working on to develop the different parts of the world right now.
That is amazing. Just for the viewers that are not, they don't know what that means. And can you just go ahead and explain to the listeners the difference between the R&D and the manufacturing and how that puts you together?
Okay, yeah, sure. So R&D is basically, we can kind of call a research lab in a very simple language, if I want to say. So where we start from the drug or the molecule and we reach out to what formulation we want to develop. Sometimes it depends that if the project is of mine, we have two facilities. One is our in-house research facility and the second one is the out-house research facility. So when it's the in-house research project, then obviously I'm the only decision taker for that. And yes, okay, my staff also gives the response, and that too I do listen, because whatever I'm today is just because of the dedication of my staff and my team too. So I do listen to them. So it's step by step way we decide that what will be the final formulation, how we want to launch. But when it's an out-house research project from some other company, then it depends that if they would suggest that they want a tablet, they want a capsule, they want a patch, whatever they want, if they suggest, we used to develop in the same pattern. And if they leave to us that, okay, it will be your decision and at last we will have it, okay, then the same procedure we follow as we are doing for our in-house research, right? So this is the thing for our R&D. Mainly we have the facilities, we have all the analytical instruments along with us for developing. And when we need the facilities for the CRO or the CRAs for the clinical trials, then we have the tie-up with various research organizations over here and abroad too, wherever it is needed. So when it's at the stage of preclinical or the clinical trials, then we give it to our associated CRO and the CRS that are working in a collaboration with us, because we can grow only if we can collaborate with, the great institutions and the companies around the world. This is the only way. It is not possible to have each and everything along with us because it's quite
Right.
tough to manage, right? So
Right.
this is about R&D. And for manufacturing, we have the development for the tablets, for capsules, mainly all the solid dosage forms. For the liquid dosage forms too, we have right now, we are developing some of the liquid dosage form formulations too. And for semi-solid, we have the facility for the, because we have some of the semi-solid facilities we are developing right now. And we have a staff of more than 150 working for a manufacturing unit, and rest all the team work on. For example, we have a marketing teams, they deal with our marketing area. We have a regulatory team, and we have two companies in India that are purely regulatory companies, but they are working under us. So we have almost take over two companies. They are just simply working for us. We do allow them if they want to work for some other companies also. And we
That's
have one
amazing.
very huge legal team with the, all the legal staff. So
Right.
wherever we want to
Yeah.
export and we want to develop any of the things, then yes, it is done by the legal team. So we have a complete huge backup team working on each and everything, when we need to participate in some of the business exhibits, then we have a different staff that they do coordinate what is the way, how we will go, how we will coordinate, and how we will get the business and all that, So we have something very huge right now, and we are
Wow.
working with on a very great platforms right now.
That is super amazing. So, in the process, we would love to know some of the challenges that you have faced in your journey. So that, and you made it, right? You went through some challenges and you're able to build your own company. What are some of the challenges that you faced along the line in the process, and how did you handle them?
Greatest challenge I would like to share is I come from a city that is not too big, quite small. I can tell you. Okay, it is a
What
city.
city is it? I have been in Endurance, and
Yes,
Endurance is small.
yes. So my city is the name is Badoli. Okay,
Okay,
so it
Badoli.
is a
Okay.
very historic city, and mainly it is I would say it is the famous for the diamonds and the textiles. There is
Hmm.
no pharmaceutical development over here, to be very honest. Yes, it is not a pharmaceutical hub over here in Gujarat. Okay, it is a diamond city. Even after Burj Khalifa, we have the largest diamond Burj over here in my city. So it's famous for diamonds, but not for pharmaceuticals. Yes, there are chemical companies over here. So to start an R&D was a biggest challenge. How to get the project, how to connect the people, because the city which has no such facilities for pharmaceuticals, it's quite very tough to bring the clients and the business people over here. Yes, the people around the world comes over here, but that is for some another purpose, not for the pharmaceuticals, to be honest. We have airports, we have the huge metro cities that are quite connected to us within 1 or 2 hours. We have the port, we have all the facilities, but yes, no pharmaceutical development. So, I just thought that why not to have an R&D? There are colleges and the universities over here in my place that have pharmacy subject for graduation, masters, even doctorate, but there are no companies. So, all the people who study over here, the students, especially, they have to go to other cities and work, living their movement. So many challenges they also have to face. So I thought that why not to start our company over here so that, they can accumulate the job, staying with their home with the same salaries and in the same environment. They don't need to leave their place, right? So they don't need to leave their hometown. So I started with an R&D over here. And, to be very honest, I can tell you that my researches and whatever fame I would have achieved in my life, touch wood, I got the project starting from over there. It was not very
Wow.
tough to get the projects, to be very honest. Just from the profiling, I started to get the projects and then started to, enhance the teams, slowly and gradually to participate in the business exhibit special. I will say that I got the biggest breakthrough was from CPHI, to be very honest, because it is
CPHA is what?
CPHI is the business exhibit, right?
Okay.
Yes, CPHI
In
conducts a
India.
business exhibit. Not in India, just but in the whole world, in
Mhm.
US, in Japan, in China,
Okay.
Frankfurt, they have
Oh,
this.
CPH.
Yes,
I got it.
yes, they conduct it around the world.
Get it.
So
Yes.
we started participating in various exhibits and all that. And from that, we started to get our business slowly and gradually. Within 2 to 3 years, we had huge amount of projects along with us. Even the project that was registered within WHO too, we reached to that level in 2.5 years that we reached to WHO for registering our projects and all.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
yes, then another breakthrough we had was we had some of the very $1 billion funded project, and we had a very huge team working on that around the world. And the participants were there from various parts of the world. So from that, we got more and more exposure developing. And from that, and
The
then we
internet is
started with
going
the
on and off.
manufacturing
Oh
unit. We
no.
took a decision that why not to start with a manufacturing unit. And then we started with the Volonium. That was our manufacturing unit.
So amazing story. What an amazing story. I'm telling you. So I want to, because we have a lot of leaders that come on board on this show, right? I want to talk about your leadership style and your leadership skills. Leading such a great organization that is in different countries. What will you define your success based on your leadership skills? And what are some nuggets that you can share with our viewers when it comes to leading such a huge organization? You're talking about WHO and big organizations, right? What is your leadership strategy?
Okay. So, what I believe is that the staff that I have, okay, my staff is my greatest strength. I tell you, my staff is my greatest strength.
I love
And we have,
that.
yes, yes. And we have a huge team, and we have a very huge team. Okay. So, what are their thoughts? Okay. And we believe in evidence-based science that has to be taken to the market, to the world, I can say. And we are dealing with the humans. Okay. So, we have to be too much responsible before taking anything to the world, presenting anything in front of the people to make them acceptable is very, very tough right now. For anybody, it is very tough. Okay. So what we used to believe is we have great meetings. We work just like a family, or I can say we work like friends. There's so many people working under me who are more than the age of my parents, also, I can say right now. But yes, I do give importance, despite of caste, creed, age, whatever it is. No, it is not like that. We all work like a family, a team. Sometimes we behave like friends also, so that we can easily make conversations along with us. Somebody wants to tell me, okay, you just tell me. I want to listen with you, and I believe in complete learning. So many times it happens, right? Whatever expertise I have, I do have it. Okay, I don't deny with that. But yes, I don't feel shy while learning something from somebody. Okay, sometimes there are cases when we get the projects that are like, for example, I tell you, I hate biotechnology as a subject. I never wish to learn biotechnology, to be very honest. Okay, but
Yeah.
now this biotechnology is blooming around the world. We got some of the
Yeah.
projects. Yes, okay. So there were some of the people who are having less qualification than me. Okay, that's fine. I don't believe in that. But they were having more experience than me. They were working in the same field. I just literally went to them and told them that, see, I know everything theoretically. That's fine. Right now, you forget that I'm a boss. Think that you are mentoring me. And
I love that.
I literally did that. So I completely believe in learning and taking the course. Even today, you tell me that I need to learn something new. I won't hesitate to take even a course, or I won't hesitate to take even a degree. You won't believe I have 9 degrees from various parts of the world, ranging from regulatories to IP to patent. I have a very different kind of interest. Whenever I have interest in some of the subject, I literally spare the time. I take the course. I learn that deeply. I believe that whatever we are working, I should have a complete knowledge of everything.
Of what he's doing, yes.
Then only I will be able to mentor somebody. I will be able to lead somebody. If I have to lead, that I should have that knowledge. Then only I'm a leader. Otherwise, I'm not a leader, right? So that should be,
Amazing.
yes. So that
Yeah.
should be something so
Yes.
different.
Like I always say, leadership starts with you, right? You cannot
Yes.
lead anybody if you cannot lead yourself. Now, what
Yes.
Dr. Jill is telling us today is that she has taken her own time to equip herself so she can be a good leader. She has 9 certifications and probably more, just from what I'm hearing, so that she's able to be there for her team. And also, she mentioned that her greatest strength is her staff, meaning that she knows when she has to go for help, because although she is the boss and the owner, she doesn't know everything. So she knows when she can go and say, hey, this is biotechnology. This is not my strength. I know I'm your leader, but you need to help me with this. You need to coach me with this, right? So I love that because she is identifying the uniqueness of all her people in her team, and she knows where to go when she needs help. That is absolutely amazing. That leads me to another question, right? I know we all have our team members, we call them our family, and we want that. But I'm sure there's been an instance where you're not happy with a team member, or where you had to let, I don't know if you had to let someone go. How do you approach instances like that where you have a team member where you've given them your all, you're supportive, but they're just not producing, they're just not performing? How do you address situations like that?
You know what happens, that what I feel is that, a leadership is measured only by, how many others you lift and let them climb along with you. This is the greatest thing I do believe, right? Then only that's a leadership. And plus, most of the best ideas, they come when, there are a lot of diverse mind that have a common purpose and they are coming together. So, this is the greatest thing I believe. And thereby we start to, remove all the obstacles. And I tell you that, wherever there are obstacles, from then only you can find a great path and you can develop something that is having the most positive outcome. That is your motto too. Okay. So, removing the obstacles by, taking the support of your staff is something so important. And I tell you that, whenever we start to develop any of the product, then always there is a single question in our mind, that how we can make the life better for someone today. So, this is a thing that we believe. And, I think that my team also believes the same. So, we just come together and we keep thinking on that how it could be more simplified, how we can give some more betterment to the people, right? In their day-to-day life, in their routine life, create a kind of a ease, I can say. So this is a way we think about it.
I absolutely, absolutely love that. You talked about being a pharmacist, a researcher, a scientist, and I'm sure everything that you mentioned, kind of you put it together to do what you're doing right now. I want you to be able to explain to our viewers, how they can really shape their unique skills. Because again, this positive outcomes is where experts like you come in to empower other people to use their skills, their knowledge, their ability to have impact, income, and freedom. How can you use all what you're already doing right now? What can you tell someone out there? What roadmap can they have to look at what they have and shape their future and shape their next step? What advice can you give someone?
You know, so many times it happens that I have mentored the young professionals also so many times, right? I have mentored them. So right now, what I look around to any age group people, especially this young generation, that what they think that they are having a lot of skills, they have a lot of degrees, they have a lot of knowledge, but still they are behind, and behind, right? They are not able to give something what they wish, what they wanted to do. So what I want to say is that always keep thinking on your mind that you are not behind, but you are building something big, right? Trust your own skills, and then only you will come to know that, oh my God, wow, we were never behind. We were completely building something, something, something. And yes, you can reach at the top of the world. So this is the greatest thing, that trust yourself, that is very important. And there is every challenge that carries the seeds of opportunities. And if we stay curious and compassionate, that I'm sure that you can reach to the success that you want to. And, as my journey began, and I believe that the science could serve the people and it would become practical and in a composite way. Over years, I discovered from every challenge that starting a company to navigating the global pandemic, and we carried very huge opportunities. And finally, we have grown, we have innovated, and right now, even we help other peoples around the world to grow along with us. So, this is a great opportunity that we have created, and I'm sure that each one can carry. Just believe in yourself. That is the greatest thing we can do. And what I can say is, there are so many challenges that holds so many seats, and I'm sure that those seats are nothing but the possibilities that you can have along with us. And whether it's building a business, developing a health solution, or even mentoring somebody, then I'm sure that positive outcomes, it comes from whatever curiosity you have, the persistence, as well as the compassions you have. And every challenge around is just an invitation to innovate with the curiosity and compassion. And by that, we can turn each and every obstacles into the breakthrough that help the people live healthier lives. And I'm sure that my journey has shown me that the science, which is guided by empathy, and it can transform the setbacks into the solutions that truly serve the people. So the setbacks, whatever you're getting in your life, they are not the roadblocks, but they are simply the signposts that you are pointing to the better path. You can grow more and more. And I'm sure that again, going towards the catchphrase of mine towards innovation, I will say that innovation is simply nothing but it is optimism, but only and only when you take and you put it into action. So these are the things I learned to my life, and also from my personal journey. I can say that don't fear from anything, right? Once you have a courage, then I'm sure that you are building anything by any way. This is what I want to say to
Wow.
all the young generations.
I was like nodding my head. It's like I was having a motivation moment right now, right? Just amazing. You are not behind, you are building. Every challenge has a seed of opportunity inside. And I need someone listening to myself and Dr. G right now. You might be going through a challenge right now, and I'm sure a lot of us are. But that challenge, from what she's saying right now, it has a seed of opportunity inside of it. That is so amazing. I mean, thank you so much for the encouragement because I'm sure it's going to help a lot of people. Now, back to the company. What differentiates you high level from your competitors?
So we have a wide range of products. Okay. We have a wide range of products ranging from, I can say, multivitamins to nutraceuticals to pharmaceuticals to anti-diabetic to anti-obesity, the cardiac medicines, some of the cosmeceuticals. We have a wide range of products for everything. But to the differentiation, I can say that we have all the medicines that are, I can say, 99.99%, yes, they are innovative and that are not available anywhere around the world. And I can assure you that. So, this is the greatest thing we are doing. We don't follow the simple traditions. We are developing all the medicines using some of the innovative technologies. Maybe the packaging would be innovative or something different that is not available. The formulation pattern would be something different that is not available. The combinations are, I'm sure, that are not available anywhere. So we always just simply try that, we don't believe that we want to just enhance our catalog, that we want 300 medicines, 1,000 medicines. No, no, it is not the thing that I want. What I want is how effective it is, how patient compatible it is. That is what we want.
Amazing, 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 amazing. How can people, as we are out wrapping up the show, which has been so amazing, I can go on and on. How can people, what do you offer to the masses? How, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how can they get a hold of you? How can they get a hold of you?
Okay, so we are available. We have our website that is volonium.com, and you can find my lot of informations on Google also because I'm quite a public profile, so you can find it. So we are available on LinkedIn. We have our contact details available on our website, and we have our official email IDs available 24/7. It is available either in US or either in India. So anywhere you can connect along with us. You can find a lot of information about me from LinkedIn and Google.
So we always end our show this way, Dr. Jill.
When I come to know about the positive output, first thing is that connected me towards you is we belong to the same field, right? And I found out that the platform is such an amazing platform that you guys are doing. You are giving them greatest opportunity. Oh my God, it's amazing talking to, and your vibes are also so positive that the name is simply perfect. Starting from your smile and your voice, your no.
No, thank you so much, myself. But again, my path, as all of you guys know that I've been watching the show, has been leadership, 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 leading hospitals, being compliance officers, and doing all the leadership roles here. So it is such a good conversation I've had today. And hopefully, as she's growing her company, we can have more conversations with other pharmacists or doctors. So, Dr. J, we are so happy you came to the show today. Give us one last word before we log off. One
Thank
last
you.
word.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for inviting me. And, thank you very much. It was really
No, we are.
great talking to you. Thank you very much for inviting me and sharing my story.
All right. No, we appreciate that. Bye, guys. Remember to
Bye.
share and share and share. Visit this website. And if you're in India, check out the website. If you need products around the world, this is a good one because I like the fact that she's very intentional with her formulation, with her packaging, with her research. Believe it or not, a lot of pharmaceutical companies coming from someone that has owned, as you guys know, retail pharmacies, 4 of them in the United States. Her research as a pharmacist is very, very different. So I really encourage us to tap into this, encourage her, and then also get more information. Okay. So share, share, share. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much. Bye. Take care. Thank you very much.
Thanks for listening to Positive Outcomes. Follow the show and share this episode to inspire someone's next chapter.